Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm here today with a really exciting video. It was my birthday recently, so I am here today with a haul video. This is a mix of things that I was bought and also one thing which I bought myself with the help of my mum, and that was her gift to me, a kind of contribution to something that I really wanted. It is a Chanel bag and I am just pinching myself that I have this. I'm so excited about it. So I will be revealing that. I think I'm probably going to leave that till last and then I'll just go through the things, some of the gifts that other people got me. So yeah, I'm just gonna get stuck right in and I hope that you enjoy. So the first items I got were from MAC and they were these amazing MAC makeup sets, and these are called Look in a Box, and I've not heard of these but they're actually incredible, like the perfect gift I think. I love MAC makeup anyway, and this one is the eye kit in the classic black and it just kind of opens up. And inside you have a mascara, a eye pencil, and then a gel eyeliner as well. And I have a lot of their eyeshadows and lipsticks, but not a lot of their other products. So I'm really excited to try these. Ooh, I almost drop it. And the other one is the face kit in Style Maven. And this kind of just slides out and it has this beautiful packaging with this kind of raised MAC logo right there. And then you open it up and there's a mirror on this side and you just have 2 blushes, 6 eyeshadows, and then 2 lipsticks, and I think these are the cream lipsticks, and then you just have an applicator there, so enough to do your whole face. And oh, I just love the colours, just really pretty pinks and purples with a little bit of navy, and I'm just super excited to try these out and just have a play. The next thing I got was from Swarovski and it comes in this beautiful bag with this kind of net mesh, and then if you see there's lots of little kind of glittery sparkly stuff as well. I thought that was adorable. And this is actually from Atelier Swarovski and I didn't know the difference, but apparently there's the main Swarovski brand which Miranda Kerr fronts, and then there's this brand which if you ever see like a fashion house like Oscar de la Renta or whoever kind of feature lots of Swarovski crystals on their dresses or whatever it is, then that will be Atelier Swarovski that deals with that. So the kind of high fashion element is always dealt with this brand, and then the kind of mainstream high street stuff is the normal Swarovski brand, and I didn't realise that. But this is from the kind of fashiony one, and I just got this beautiful pair of earrings, if I can get into the bag. And this is definitely statement jewellery, but I just thought these were absolutely beautiful. These gorgeous little blue stud earrings, and I just think these are the prettiest things ever. I absolutely love them, and these aren't something that I would actually pick myself, but as soon as I saw them I was like, oh my god, I just can't wait to wear these. You know, with like a simple kind of black dress or something like that, I think these will just look absolutely gorgeous, and you know, with maybe some makeup to kind of play up the colour, but I love these and it was just such a pleasant surprise when I got them. The next thing I got was another jewellery piece and it is from Tiffany's. I was so excited when I received this box. It came in the beautiful Tiffany packaging. This was my attempt at recreating it. Clearly very poor, but I don't do this professionally, so I think it's okay. And just comes in the classic box, obviously, with the drawstring. And this is just, I think, one of the prettiest pieces from Tiffany I think I've seen. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's just their classic Return to Tiffany bracelet, but this is in a slightly more dainty design. I think it's with the smaller beads. I think you can get this with the larger beads, but this is the smallest one they do, and instead of the heart tag it has this little circle tag as well, and I'm so in love with it. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. I like how it's kind of a twist on the Return to Tiffany line, because I know that the most iconic is the heart one, which is nice, but it's a bit everywhere for me. It's a bit ubiquitous, so I really like this and how it's a little bit different, and this just goes with everything. I've been wearing it pretty much non-stop. It's great for casual everyday, it's great for work, but it's also, it look amazing, you know, dressed up with a nice dress. It's just a really great all-round piece, and I just think it's so pretty. I feel so lucky to have gotten this, so I absolutely adore this. The next thing I got was a food item, and it was these chocolates from Charbonnel and Walker, and these are the pink Marc de Champagne truffles. These are my absolute favourite chocolates of all time. They're so delicious, and this is kind of my go-to gift for people if I ever want to say thank you or just give them a little gift. I go for these because I just think they're universally popular and just so delicious, so I was very, very excited to have received some myself. They're just the best chocolates ever, so if you haven't tried them yet, I really do recommend them. They're just absolutely wonderful and very, very Moorish. The next gift I got are these amazing shoes from Manolo Blahnik. I have wanted these since I saw them in an episode of Sex and the City. They're the ones where Carrie goes to a baby shower, I think it is, and then she leaves her shoes in the front kind of hallway, and then someone steals them, and there's a big drama about getting them back. But I have wanted these for many, many years because that episode's been out for many, many years, and they are these amazing, amazing pumps. They're this kind of Dorsey style. I know the style name, but I don't know how to pronounce it, so I'm not even going to try it. I will link it in the description bar below. But oh my goodness, how gorgeous are these? Carrie had them in the silver, and these are in the black satin, and I just think that these are so, so classic, absolutely stunning. They have this gorgeous kind of rhinestone detail right here, and these gorgeous satin pleats. The heel isn't too high either, which I like. This is kind of an old style, which is I guess why a lot of the newer shoes kind of have these massive heels, but this is definitely walkable. And I mean, how classic and beautiful are those? I can just see these being teamed with so many different outfits and just elevating any look, I think. I love these so much, and I'm just kind of pinching myself that I have these. These are definitely going to be the standout in my shoe collection, and I just love them. So I am going to show the bag next, but I did want to mention one more gift that my boyfriend also got me, and it's a trip to Paris, which we're going to be doing in November, at the end of November. I was so surprised by this because my boyfriend hates Paris. Like, he just does not enjoy anything about Paris. He has been before and he just doesn't like it. He hates shopping, he doesn't like French food, just doesn't like Paris in general, but he knew that I desperately wanted to go again. I've never been with him, and he knew I wanted to go for the shopping, and so he kind of planned an entire weekend for us to go to Paris, for me to go shopping, which is just the most thoughtful thing ever for him. It's very, very selfless because I know he's going to hate it quite a bit. But yeah, I was so surprised. I did not think that he would do that for me because, yeah, as I said, it's like the last thing that he would want to do himself. So very, very pleased about that. I may vlog, I haven't decided yet, but I will definitely be taking pictures probably on my Instagram, and I will probably be showing you what I buy there as well. So very, very excited for that. So the very last thing that I'm going to show you is obviously the Chanel bag that I bought. I have redone the packaging very, very poorly, as you will see right now, but it did come in the full kind of Chanel ensemble, and I got this from the Chanel Brompton Road boutique, and there is a bit of a story with it, but I will share the story after I open it because I know not everyone likes stories, so you can exit out if you don't want to hear the story behind it. But it comes in the proper Chanel packaging, which I rather poorly recreated here. I love the camellias, I think they're gorgeous. And I'm just going to undo the ribbon. It comes in the magnetic box, ooh, which just opens up like so, and there's a whole bunch of tissue paper. Ooh, I'm tearing it. So here is the inside, and I don't know if you'll be able to see it already, but it comes with all the trimmings, you know, the little kind of polishing cloth and all those kind of things, with the dust bag as well. And I don't know if you'll be able to see from that, so I'm just going to take it out. But here is my Chanel boy bag. Try and undo the tissue paper. And here it is. I am just, oh my goodness, I cannot believe I have this bag. This is the black quilted, so this is the kind of classic quilt. It's not double stitched or anything like that. This is just the single quilted style, which I was very insistent upon. I didn't really want to settle for other styles because there isn't really a classic line when it comes to boy bags because they're all seasonal, but I really wanted this just kind of plain quilting. I think this is the prettiest in my opinion, and it comes with the ruthenium hardware, which is kind of duller silver hardware, which I love. Again, this was exactly the hardware that I wanted, and this is the old medium style as well. They don't call this the old medium style in the boutique anymore. If you say it, they'll probably know what you mean, but this is actually just called the medium style now. So what was the new medium style is now called the large, and what was large is now called the maxi, if that makes any sense. And as you can see, it's just the kind of classic boys style, and it just kind of pops open like that, and then inside it's just that kind of plain front area, and then just the lining inside, which is just, I think it's just black material. Yeah, it is. So yeah, there is my Chanel boy bag, which I'm so excited about. So the story behind this beautiful bag is that I knew I wanted to get a bag for my birthday, and obviously that was my mum's gift to me as well that she was going to contribute. I had in mind the Louis Vuitton Neverfull in the MM size, and it was to the point where I was planning to go to the store and pick it up. I went first to Chanel because I had to drop off my GST because it's in for repair again. That's a whole other story right there. And whilst they were kind of filling in the paperwork and all that kind of stuff, the girl next to me, the customer next to me, was trying to find a boy bag, and she was trying to find the perfect combination for her, which I think was this exact one. I'm not quite sure on the size or anything like that, but she basically wanted black, and so she was going through all the options, and they didn't have the classic black quilted ones, and they had one with studs and patent leather and all that kind of stuff, and they had many different other colours, but they didn't have this combination. So she was trying all these different bags on, and I was watching her do it, and she looked great in them all, but she wasn't really happy, and so she was asking what the chances were of getting this exact combination. And basically the sales assistant was like, there's pretty much no hope at all. I was only catching part of their conversation, so after she left I asked that sales assistant what the story was with boy bags, because I knew I definitely wanted one. It was on my wish list for a very long time, and I also knew that they were kind of in season, but I hadn't really seen that many about. And she was basically like, we do sometimes get them, but they're pretty rare and they always sell out really quickly, so at the moment we don't have any. We haven't had some for quite a while. So I was like, right, okay. So I kind of forgot about that. I appreciated that I probably wasn't going to get my hands on one. So as I was on Bond Street, I just went next door to Louis Vuitton to pick up my Neverfull as planned, and I went there and I asked for it, and they had actually sold out of the Neverfulls in the Damier Ebene material, which I was pretty surprised about. I didn't really think that they sold out of Neverfulls, but apparently there is a UK-wide shortage, so not only was I not going to get it there, but I wasn't going to get it in any London shop apparently. So I left a little bit disheartened. I also wanted to look at the Epi leather as well. I had my eye on the fuchsia one, so I was like, what, I'm just going to go to Selfridges and see what they have, and then kind of make my mind up there. Maybe I'm not going to come away with a bag today. So I went to Selfridges and I kind of browsed at Chanel first. I don't know why I went to Chanel, but I just wanted to, and I just thought I'd ask if they had a boy bag, and they didn't downstairs, but they have 3 boutiques in Chanel. So they have the one downstairs, which is I think just for bags, and then the one upstairs, which is the ready to wear, and then they also have the shoe department as well. So I went to the ready to wear boutique, and I just asked them on the off chance. I was like, do you have any boy bags? And they're like, yes we do. And I was like, what, really? And it turns out that they did get a shipment in, and they got the new medium boy bag in this exact combo, so the black quilting with the ruthenium hardware. And I couldn't decide. I was umming and ahhing about it, and it wasn't the exact one that I wanted, but at the same time I hadn't completely made up my mind which size I wanted to get. I just hadn't thought that far ahead. So I tried it on and I was like, I think it's a bit big, so I decided to leave it. And then as I walked away, I kind of got this feeling of dread. I was like, oh no, what happens if I'm never going to find this bag again? So I brought my mum back with me to kind of have a look and ask her what she thought about the sizing. And I had a different sales assistant that time. This was a man, and he was pretty adamant. He was like, I think that size looks much better on you. You're quite tall and it just works better for your frame, I think. And so I was modelling it, and on the shoulder I completely agreed with him. It absolutely looked better. When I wore it on the long chain, it just didn't look very good when I wore it long. So I guess the decision was whether I wanted to wear it as a shoulder bag or as a long kind of handle bag, and I didn't know that either. I hadn't thought about it, and I kind of just went with my gut in the instant, and I was like, what, I'm just gonna get this bag. I don't know when I'm gonna find it again, and it is a good size on the shoulder, so I'm just gonna grab it. So wrapped it up and I was over the moon with it. I couldn't believe I had this bag. So I got it home and I mulled it over for a few days, and even though I was completely thrilled with the purchase, I still was feeling a little bit uneasy about the sizing. So I did a ton of research. I looked at YouTube videos, I looked on the purse forum, any kind of photos and videos I could find comparing the old medium to the new medium size, and more I became convinced that the new medium perhaps wasn't the right choice for me. I did agree it did look better on the shoulder, but it was also a very similar size once I unpacked it to my jumbo, and I didn't know if I could really justify having two such similar bags. I showed it to my boyfriend and he was like, what is the difference between that and your jumbo? And obviously he's a boy so he can't really tell these things, but I was like, well, it's not actually that different. Yes, it's different metal, but it's black, it's quilted, it's the same kind of size. So I was like, have I made the wrong decision? So after a lot of deliberation, I decided to exchange it for the old medium. However, tracking down the old medium, easier said than done. Oh my goodness, I phoned so many boutiques on so many days and essentially they all said, give up now because you're never ever going to find this bag. You know, they came in but they sold out incredibly quickly and we just don't expect any more in. You can wait until September when I think they are going to get more in, but there's no guarantee, and we also think it's going to be with gold hardware. So I was umming and ahhing, and in the end I was just kind of resigned to accepting the new medium, accepting it wasn't ideal but it was still a great bag. And then I got a call from an amazing sales associate from the Brompton Road boutique who had remembered my inquiry. She actually took down my name and phone number. I wasn't expecting a call back because A, I didn't expect them to get it in, and B, often sales assistants in Chanel, I think there's not really a big incentive for them to phone you back because they're going to sell the bag so easily anyway that, you know, they don't have to phone you or anything. So I was so shocked. She was so sweet. She remembered me. She got one in and then she phoned me that morning and said, look, I know you were looking. Are you still looking? Because I have this bag. And I just couldn't believe it. I was like, I made her double check. I was like, it's definitely the right one, right? It doesn't have double stitching. It doesn't have gold hardware. It doesn't have all these other elements which aren't quite right. She's like, no, I'm pretty sure it's exactly the bag that you wanted. So rushed over there, and long story short, it's exactly the bag that I wanted in the perfect size, which is the old medium, or just medium if you're going by Chanel's new terms. And I couldn't be happier. I am so thankful to that sales associate. She was so lovely and I am just over the moon with it. I mean, the new medium, don't get me wrong, it's an amazing size one. If I could have kept both, I would have. But I just think this is better for me in my collection, considering that I do already have the jumbo and I love it and I wear it so much. I think this is the perfect bag to kind of add a bit of variety in. It's my first boy bag and I love it. It's so beautiful. You can wear it on the shoulder. I'll show you here. I mean, it doesn't look too small, but for me, the perfect way to wear it is just long like that, and I think it just looks absolutely perfect. So beautiful. You can extend the strap as well. I haven't really played around with it yet. I've just been busy kind of staring at it and stroking it, but I think I'm going to do another video on kind of how I pack it and all that kind of stuff when I do start using it. But yeah, that is the story behind my boy bag, and I could not be happier. I feel like the luckiest girl in the world, and oh my goodness, I feel so grateful to my mum as well because her contribution definitely enabled me to get this bag. Again, I wasn't planning on such a pricey purchase, but yeah, I am so thrilled that I have this. So yeah, super happy. So that's it for this video, you guys. I hope that you enjoyed this birthday haul. I hope that you're having an amazing August, because I know I definitely am. If you did enjoy this video, please do give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.